है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
प्योरिटी के साथ साथ और सबके चेहरे और चलन में रूहानियत की पर्सनालिटी। और पर्सनालिटी क्या होती है? जो संपन्न होती है खजाने से, उसकी भी पर्सनालिटी होती है। लेकिन कितने भी बड़ी बड़ी संपन्न आत्माएं हो, आपके आगे वो संपन्न आत्माएं भी कुछ नहीं है, क्योंकि वो भी अविनाशी सुख शांति के खजाने से खाली है। आपके पास जो संपत्ति है उसके आगे अरबपति भी पाप से सुख शांति मांगने वाले, और आप सदा अविनाशी खजानों से भरपूर हो। वो खजाने आज है कल नहीं, लेकिन आपका खजाना कोई न लूट सकता है, ना कोई आत्मा खजाने को हिला सकती। अखंड है, अखंड ऐसी पर्सनालिटी वाली आप सबसे ऊंचे से ऊंचे पर्सनालिटी वाले, फिर भी आत्माओं द्वारा विनाशी, धन द्वारा विनाशी, ऑक्यूपेशन द्वारा पर्सनालिटीज बनती व कहलाई जाती। लेकिन आपको ऊंचे से ऊंचे परम आत्मा ने श्रेष्ठ पर्सनालिटी वाले बना दिए। अपन ने ऊंचे पर्सनालिटी का रूहानी नशा रहता है।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Stay in Avyakt silence and experience the double light angelic stage, the cave of introversion, just as those in a spaceship are able to take a photograph of the whole world, the globe, because they are high up. In the same way, with the power of silence, the spaceship of your mind, give other souls the inspiration to become an elevated soul, one with a good character. Sit in the cave of introversion and experience deep silence. And this experience will make you a double light angel. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakt Parivar. Today's day 29. Stay in Avyakt silence and experience the double light angelic stage. Today's topic, the cave of introversion. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Shanti. Baba is calling each one as spiritual personality, great personality, personality of purity. Baba said, your personality is the highest because God has given you personality. Because whatever you have is imperishable. You have all the treasures. A lot of people have position, but there is so much fear. Lot of wealth, but so much greed and insecurity. So whatever anyone has, of those who are personality, everything is temporary. That whatever Baba has given us is imperishable. Baba wants us to have spiritual intoxication. And then Baba, but how can we create that personality? Face should be always happy. And our activities, interaction with others should be of purity and royalty. We speak gently. There is a lot of love in our drishti. Our face is cheerful. So use all these qualities and you will look very unique, very different, comparative to all Lokik people. Baba says even if they have highest position. But today Baba wants us to go more in advance. And he's telling us to go and sit in the cave of center of forehead, right? And then go beyond, go above. Like Baba is saying, whether it is a space ship which goes above and use the camera to take photos of anywhere in the world. So Baba is saying that cave of introversion. Just look at yourself as a soul, only with the self and Baba. No one else in the intellect. Just as those in a spaceship are able to take photograph of the whole world, the globe, because they are high up, in the same way, with the power of silence, the spaceship of your mind give other souls the inspiration to become an elevated soul, one with a good character. Sit in this cave of introversion and experience deep silence. And this experience will make you a double light angel. So actually, ultimately, what Baba wants, that we remain double light. Whether we go and sit in the cave of introversion, whether we call it Avyakt silence, to be just with your own self, Nobody divide, because that is also man manavana. Just think of me, remember me. And in deep silence, silence of mind, silence of intellect, silence. Because it's not taking photograph, but we become aware of even future circumstances. But if we are very caught up into what is happening in this physical world, then our intellect cannot catch. We are not high above. So going beyond body and body consciousness is very important. Otherwise, body, physical thing, circumstances always pull us. But we need to remain above. We need to remain high and have a spiritual intoxication of your fortune. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Sister Mohini. You must be wondering where I am. I'm here at Peace Village.
Oh.
And outside is a winter wonderland. It is so beautiful, unbelievable. So here it is, this cave we're sitting in. We're sitting in a very quiet cave because outside is so quiet and so untrodden. It is as though nature called me to show me how beautiful she is when she's in her splendor. And so it's very, very beautiful. And so today, tonight, Sister Mohini, I want to engage you in a conversation that I'd like you to be personal about it. I want you to tell me what goes on inside of you. Because, when the astronauts went up in the spaceships, and they have some beautiful quotations from them. And one of them said that the higher you go, the brighter the stars are. It's not that the stars are bigger, they're just brighter. So that's how they saw the stars. And when another one said, when you look down at the earth, it was like a beautiful jewel. It was small, it was orbiting, and it was beautiful jewel, this like in an ocean. And so the eyes seem to be the wonder of humanity. But before I engage you in this conversation that I want you to be personal about, I was just with the Manhattan students class with a chit chat, and they sent their love to you. But one sister in particular said, Sister Rona introduced her to you a few months ago, and she would have taken drishti from you, and you took her beyond, and she never forgot. She sends you her love. So today I want to engage you in this topic of Nazar Se Nihal and being taken above with just one glance. And Baba described your generation, and I'm asking you in particular, as the trunk that is closest to the roots, to the dadis. And he describes the trunk having a very, especially the first part of the trunk, having a very special role to serve in an unlimited way with Nazar Se Nihal. But he described your stage. Before you could do that, he described your stage as prasanchit. Says, Mani, what does it mean being part of the trunk closest to the roots, or even part of the roots for that matter? What is this experience of prasanchit? Is it satisfaction? Is it contentment? Is it a sparkle of happiness? What is that experience for you?
You know, when all the desires are fulfilled and you feel that you have attained, you have all the attainments, and you are not pulled by anything, then your heart has contentment, you know, and then from that contentment, actually what start happening is, even if we translate cheerful, but cheerful also is, you know, you must have noticed most of us, our faces are kind of smiling. When I say you're not smiling, but that happiness is visible, not in a physical way. When I say like people are bubbling with happiness or laughing, and not that kind of happiness, but there is on the face, there is cheerfulness. It's like there is contentment, and or you have all attainments, or there are so many treasures. So it's like full, you know, and from that fullness, one is what the Baba says, cheerful, but it's like pleasant, you know, some kind of pleasure and some kind of, you're a very pleasant person. Anyone would like to be with you, chat with you. Now, actually, whatever is this deep experience soul has received and gets it, is shown through the eyes, you know. Love. I remember one time I was sitting in Air India, and there was a young person next to me. He said, "Oh, your eyes has feeling as if you are in love with someone." And I was really sitting in Baba's remembrance. I said, "Yes, I am." And he just smiled. And I said, "You didn't ask with whom." So I told him that I'm in love with God, and my whole life or whatever I am is because of this love for God. And he got a little bit interested. We had a little more chat. So I think that our face with that contentment, free from desires, in love for God, or of course, soul consciousness for me is now almost natural. We think a lot, because soul consciousness really means you are in your eternal stage of love, purity, peace. You know, it's a point of light, but then we had been practicing so many years that I am soul, this is my body. So that stage of soul consciousness also is visible. And then this habit of going beyond, whatever happens, it's all drama. Whatever happens, karmic account. You know, we are whatever happened according to drama. So going beyond, one is above and one is beyond all the circumstances, whatever happens. So that's what I think, to me, that cheerfulness or prasanchit is. Because generally people have a lot of questions every minute.
Mm.
This shouldn't happen, that shouldn't happen, that should, like, okay, it happened, let's see, move forward. It was in drama, it happened. Not keep kind of digging and investigating and how do we move forward? It's not going back into those things, but rather go beyond them and see how with our love, I was telling somebody certain situations happen and people have habit of gossiping, all that. So sometimes like you want to say, let's chat about it. And I remember one time Didi Mohini said, why you want to open a bag of garbage? You have to burn it. You have to go beyond that. So that is how one of the things to keep good relationship, loveful relationship. It is very, very important not to open the garbage bag and go into like deep depth of knowledge and make that soul full, feeling full. And then that soul should have realization, So I think, yeah, this is what I want to say.
Beautiful. The first time you looked at Brahma Baba, and of course it would be Bap Dada, as he said to the daddies, I never gave you the 7 days course. I never trained you in anything. You just looked and you saw and you were convinced and you became. When you looked at Sakar Baba and his glance took you above, what did you see? What did you see in him? What did you see in his eyes that melted you so completely?
It's kind of, they say twinkle, twinkle star, but it wasn't from his eyes. I could feel the love, twinkle of love, but it was like love of a father, love of parents. And I couldn't say it took me beyond, but I forgot body completely. And I felt like I'm being purified. My impurities are being removed. And so relationship as parents and impurities are completely like, I just felt somebody is cleaning me inside. And when I finished few minutes of meeting, like I was a different person. And what emerged in me is love for God, love for Baba. And of course, it's all drishti, right? But my experience was, completely above body consciousness or impurities, or that was something what I experienced in the first meeting, and which was about 8-10 minutes, I think, because we were few of us who went. But I want to also tell you about this trunk thing is that it is through our tapasya, through our mansa seva, that we serve the whole world. So such souls are shown sitting in tapasya. There was a time we did a lot of tapasya, not only meditation or yoga, but we call it, let's do tapasya. Now, what is beautiful thing is that when people throw water from above, it all comes back to the trunk. And then it is from the trunk that all the leaves, everything receives the strength, right? So trunk has capacity to receive and capacity to give. But receiving also, some people can't receive. Oh, I know, and they have their own, little bit of whatever they have learned. They are not able to be absorbed. So trunk is connected with the roots, and roots are connected with the seed. So Baba is the seed, then there are roots, and we are the trunk. Also, trunk is bound by Shrimad. Because you can only be tapasvi if you follow Shrimad accurately. Impurities of any kind will disturb tapasya. Tapasya has a lot to do with purity. As Baba said, thoughts and dreams, So a lot of these feelings come. And it's not only us, but anyone really can think about what is that role one can play as a tapasvi sitting under this tree, human tree, world tree.
One of the things that Baba said about that is you will serve with Sakash. And Sakash comes from this stage of being totally fulfilled, Prashanchit. But what he also said that I found very interesting was that the Sakash will actually create an atmosphere. And the atmosphere, as I turn on it, is that how souls will be drawn toward this experience of what you call bodiless. Baba made you feel bodiless. The moment you took that drishti from him, you didn't say going beyond, but you became bodiless. So the more you, the trunk, put the Sakash or saturate the atmosphere with Sakash, do you think souls will naturally be drawn to Baba and Baba will take them beyond? With one glance, they will have that vision of Brahma Baba and they will go beyond? Or do they need to come in front of a Brahma Kumari or a Brahma Kumar for that to happen? Or just the atmosphere will give them that vision?
See what happens that the vibrations, whatever is anyone's nature, but I have sanskara virtues, like I will be loving, I will be very sweet, I will be polite, and I continue with the virtues, right? So when you continue with the virtues, it creates a very powerful atmosphere. And other person will change. There will be transformation, there will be more patience, there will be more love. That's what I have seen, that it could be a very big cooperation or giving sakash through our virtues, through our powers, and just not looking at what that person is. So I will be loving based on their sanskars. No, I will have to be loving whatever anyone's sanskars are. So first you have to go beyond any person's sanskar, and then sakash also work. But I feel that they will be pulled to come, and definitely they will come in front and would, yesterday one soul was saying, I had many good plans, and we came here and said, if you gave drishti, I will tell you about that. So of course we always give drishti, even if it's short time. These days it's not like now. And that soul in the end was very satisfied, open up, and offered many things. So I think that coming in front definitely also makes a difference.
But when Baba says to do limitless, that this prashanchit connected to the sakash, the instrument for sakash, would allow us to become limitless in the way we serve. And so therefore, vairag will be something natural. We won't have to make the effort to have the vairag. It will be very natural. So this limitlessness is what I am thinking about. Does it mean the atmosphere becomes full of Sakash and that makes it limitless? Or is it limitless in the collective 330 million BKs that will be occupying the golden and silver ages together will give the drishti one at a time, number-wise, of course, that will allow souls to go beyond? I mean, it's a mind-boggling thing to comprehend. But if this is the service that is required now, at least it needs some sort of grasping. If I want to join you at the trunk there and sit with you.
That means every leaf of the tree is part of the trunk and the roots, right? So this whole thought of everyone is soul, even if you are not seeing, if you're not talking, but generally consciousness that everyone is soul, everyone is God's child. I think that consciousness makes us limitless. Whosoever it is, you don't see, you don't want to know even. So if we collectively make this awareness that everyone is a soul, we all are souls, and this is the tree, whole tree of all the souls, incorporeal tree. And then later on there is kalpa tree. So incorporeal tree, then is kalpa tree. So as much we think of all souls and then the tree, then automatically you are able to give unlimited sakash to unlimited souls. That means when we do world meditation hour or in the morning also. And this is one of the way also to have vairagya, because they all are souls. So it's not I'm interested in this or remember some of the virtues of certain souls. No, all are souls. So it's like also makes you go to the incorporeal tree in incorporeal world. That makes you limitless. That could take souls also beyond. So either incorporeal world, incorporeal tree, then there is this corporeal tree, which also is unlimited in a way. So many souls, so many souls. But look at them all as souls, all. Any little leaf, big leaf in the tree as a soul. So this consciousness, deep consciousness, whether individually or collectively, create that relationship where they can take sakash from you. Because anyway, they take from the roots, whether they know or not. But the roots have to be the roots, in the sense of whether as ancestor souls or whatever way you feel that I have to serve the whole world as roots.
And one final question, Sister Mohini, and this is really a practical one. It's said that the eyes never lie. The eyes are very revealing. I may say that that's not what I'm feeling for you, or that's not what I'm thinking about you, but the eyes convey that that was exactly what I was thinking and feeling, even though I may deny it inside. And so if the physical eyes never lie, then as BKs, as Brahmins in training for this Nazar Se Nihal exercise that we have to do, what would you say to us that would make it clear that when we're giving drishti, we have to be careful because the eye will not lie to the other person. The soul may lie to itself, but these physical eyes will convey the hidden feelings of the soul. So what is the soul feeling from me? Is it my thoughts or is it my feelings or is it both? And what must I be careful or cautious about so I don't convey, even though I may be feeling that about the soul, I don't let them feel it then. I kind of do something with it so that something pure and elevated and uplifting is expressed from my eyes and not what I'm really feeling in that moment.
Because if you are giving drishti or connecting meditation, you have to be in soul consciousness, right? So look at the soul, look at you as a soul and everyone as soul, and be attentive just to convey soul consciousness love, Baba's love. You know, that's why you are giving drishti or connecting meditation, but not, I know that you might have feelings, but you create your stage, thoughts in the mind. Every soul is pure, every soul is loveful, every soul, even if you have to think that way, repeat it, you should do it so that your deep feelings, if there are towards someone, is not expressed in any way. Because then you're not serving, right? You are disturbing maybe more. So definitely one has to take care of thoughts and feelings both before giving drishti. And it becomes habit, you know, when you start giving drishti in soul consciousness, bringing Baba. In Murli, Baba keeps saying, bring me with you. And definitely others can experience that. So
Thank
try to be careful.
Yeah, I realized that you have to be so careful because ultimately someone, when they interact with us, it's not what we said to them, but I think it's how we make them feel that is most important. And it has a lot to do with the way we look at them, the drishti we give to them. And we have to be very, very careful with our drishti because it's not an ordinary act. It's actually a very elevated act, seeing with love.
It's not only people, but material things, nature. You know, you like something and the way you look at that, you know, I mean, everything has vibrations.
Thank you, Sister Mohini. Always lovely chatting with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was interesting. Yeah. Okay, Om Shanti.
संगम युग का वर्षा यही है, शिव से मिलन मनाना। समय श्वास संकल्प सभी सेवा में लगाना। पवित्रता बरसाए जग में, पवित्रता बरसाए जग में। फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी, फरिश्ता झलक तुम्हारी। शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको, शिव पिता ने दी है तुमको श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी, श्रीमत कितनी प्यारी। मीठे बच्चों, प्यारे बच्चों।
ओम शांति। अब यह भी एक भाई स्नेहपूर्वक अपने कुछ उद्गार प्रस्तुत कर रहे थे। उसको सुनते हुए कुछ पुराने संस्मरण उभर आए, जो जीवन को बदलने वाली कुछ बातें थीं वो फिर से याद हो आई। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि जिस विषय पर मैं क्लास कराना चाह रहा था उससे पहले कुछ उसके विषय में कह दूं। एक बात तो ये कि किताबें लिखी हैं, उसके बारे में एक छोटी सी अपनी जीवन में से एक प्रैक्टिकल फैक्ट, एक हिस्टोरिकल फैक्ट जो हुआ उसको सुनकर शायद आपके जीवन में कुछ लाभ होगा। एक बात तो ये कि जब मैं पहले इस ईश्वरीय विश्वविद्यालय में आया, ये 1952 की बात है, थोड़ा ही समय के बाद बाबा ने मुझे आदेश भेजा लिखकर पत्र में कि इस ईश्वरीय विश्वविद्यालय की जो शिक्षाएं हैं उसको संक्षेप में एक पुस्तक आकार रूप में लिखना है। पुस्तक बहुत बड़ी ना हो लेकिन उसमें सब बातें आ जाएं। तो बाबा का ये आदेश प्राप्त करके मैंने प्रथम प्रयास किया, लिखना शुरू किया। जब उस किताब को लिख लिया, क्योंकि उन दिनों कोई ऑफिस नहीं था, कोई असिस्टेंट नहीं था, कोई टाइपराइटर भी नहीं था और कोई मेज कुर्सी भी नहीं थी। एक कमरा था, पहला जो सेंटर खुला था कमला नगर में, जिसमें बहनें बैठती थीं और जो जिज्ञासु वहाँ आते उनको वो कोर्स देती थी। तब बड़ी दीदी जी जिन्होंने शरीर छोड़ दिया वो भी वहाँ थी और भी बहुत सी बहनें, मनोहर, इंदिरा बहन तथा अन्य बहुत सी बहनें वहाँ थी। एक छोटा सा कमरा था, मेरे ख्याल में स्टेज का शायद 8वां या 10वां हिस्सा वो कमरा होगा। उस कमरे में वो कोर्स देती थी और उसके एक कोने में बैठ के मैं लिखा करता था और कोई जगह भी नहीं थी। अब बैठे बैठे पालती मारे मारे काफ़ी टाइम के बाद ऐसा महसूस होता कि थोड़ा पाँव लंबे कर दूं, लेकिन पाँव कैसे पसारूं क्योंकि सामने बड़ी बहनें बैठी हैं और भारत की सभ्यता ये कहती है कि अपने से बड़ा जिस तरफ कोई बैठा हो उधर पाँव नहीं करना चाहिए। मन करता, घुटनों में थोड़ा सा ऐसा महसूस होता कि पाँव पसार दूं, लेकिन फिर इस बात से कि पाँव उधर नहीं करने चाहिए, ये तो हमारी बहुत बड़ी बहनें हैं जिन्होंने हमें शिक्षा दी है और उनकी तरफ हम पाँव करें ये अच्छी बात नहीं है, फिर से कोड लेता, लिखता रहता। लिखने के बाद बाबा का जो दूसरा पत्र आया उसमें बाबा ने कहा कि बच्चे वहाँ जो बहनें हैं उन सभी बहनों से ये पास करो। उन दिनों में मेरे ख्याल में कोई 10-12 बहनें वहाँ होंगी। एक कमरा वो था जिसका वर्णन मैंने आपको किया, एक कमरा और था और तीसरा कमरा एक क्लासरूम था जहाँ पर सुबह क्लास होती थी। तो 10-12 के करीब बहनें रहती थी। मैंने एक बहन को दिखाया तो उन्होंने उसमें काफ़ी परिवर्तन कर दिया, काट फाट दिया उसमें और एकदम मेरे ख्याल में मेरा तो बहुत थोड़ा ही लिखा हुआ रह गया, उन्होंने काफ़ी कुछ चेंज कर दिया। मेरी बहुत श्रद्धा थी, भावना थी, मैं रिगार्ड करता था, समझता था कि मैं तो अभी बहुत छोटा हूँ, नया हूँ, अभी आया हूँ और ये बहनें इन्होंने बाबा को पहचाना है, जो ये कहती हैं वही फाइनल है, वही ठीक है, मुझे इनसे सीखना है। तो जो परिवर्तन उन्होंने किए मुझे कुछ जचे कुछ नहीं जचे, लेकिन उस श्रद्धा और भावना से मैंने सब स्वीकार किए। फिर दूसरी बहन को दिखाया, उसने चेंज कर दिया, क्योंकि आपको मैंने बताया कि कोई ऑफिस तो बाकायदा था नहीं, तो जो वो चेंज करती फिर से मैं उसको फेयर करता, फेयर करके दूसरी बहन को दिखाता। इस तरह से मैंने 12 बहनों को दिखाया, एक के बाद 12 बहनों को दिखाया। तो ओरिजिनल क्या था उसका तो शायद ही कोई शब्द रह गया हो मेरे ख्याल में। उसमें सिंधी भाषा प्रधान थी और वो सारे शब्द भी बहनों के ही रह गए थे। शायद कहीं बचा खुचा जहाँ उनका ध्यान ना गया हो वो शायद मेरा लिखा हुआ रह गया था, बाकी तो सारा बदल ही गया था। उसके बाद मुझे बाबा ने कहा कि आप उस जो किताब आपने लिखी है वो मधुबन ले आओ। उसके बाद अभी और मंजिलें तय करनी थी तो मैं मधुबन ले आया। मधुबन में कुछ भाई बहन बाहर से, जैसे दूसरे शहरों में सेंटर्स थे तो वहाँ से कोई आए हुए थे, एक लखनऊ के प्रोफेसर आए हुए थे, एक किसी इंश्योरेंस कंपनी के मैनेजर आए हुए थे, एक कोई पार्लियामेंट के मेंबर आए हुए थे, ऐसे और भी कुछ लोग थे, बड़े अच्छे पढ़े लिखे लोग थे वो। तो बहनों को दिखाने के बाद बाबा ने कहा कि इन सबको दिखाओ। तो एक ही मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट था, हमारे पास कापीज तो थी नहीं, एक को पहले दिखाता, फिर जो वो राय देता उसको फेयर कर लेता, फिर रात भर जाग के फेयर करने के बाद फिर दूसरे को दिखाता। तो उनमें से कई लोग कमेंट्स करते कि आपकी भाषा कैसी है। उनको मैं ये भी नहीं कह पा सकता था कि ये मेरी भाषा नहीं है, इससे पहले इसमें 12 लोगों की खिचड़ी भाषा है, ये मेरी भाषा है। खैर जैसे कैसे वो पास कराने के बाद वो भी 8-10 व्यक्तियों से पास कराया गया। फिर मैंने उसको थोड़ा भाषा को भी चेंज किया क्योंकि लोग उस पर भी कमेंट्स करते थे। तो उसको कराने के बाद फिर बाबा ने कहा, दूसरे लोग आ गए इसी बीच में और सेंटर के, तो फिर तीसरे लोग आ गए। इस तरह से सेंटर्स के लोग आते जाते और मैं उनको दिखाता जाता। तो मैं लिखने में ही लगा रहा। मैंने सोचा कि सारी उम्र मेरी इसी में ही कट जाएगी। शायद किताब छपेगी या नहीं छपेगी, जो भगवान को मंजूर होगा वही होगा। इस बात से मैं चल रहा था। वो कहते हैं होप सस्टेन्स लाइफ। आशा लेके आगे बढ़ रहा था कि जो कुछ भी होगा, मुझे बाबा ने आदेश दिया है, मैं उस कार्य को कर रहा हूँ। फिर बाबा ने मम्मा को और एक बड़े भाई थे, उन दोनों विश्व किशोर, शरीर छोड़ गए वो, और एक भाई और थे, तो उन तीनों को कहा कि आप बैठ के ये फाइनल करो कि ये किताब छपनी है कि नहीं छपनी। अब ये मंजिल आगे कि छपनी भी है कि नहीं छपनी। आमतौर से तो पहले ये फाइनल होता है कि हाँ किताब छपनी है या नहीं छपनी, उसके बाद लिखना शुरू होता है। लेकिन यहाँ लिखने के बाद फाइनल होना था कि छपनी है या नहीं छपनी। और उनमें से एक भाई ऐसे थे जो बोलने में बहुत एक जैसे उनकी बड़ी ओजस्वी, बड़ी जोरदार भाषा थी, और उन्होंने 3-4 की हमारी छोटी मीटिंग थी। उसमें उन्होंने कहा किताबें कौन पढ़ेगा, विनाश में समय ही कितना रह गया है, इस किताब लिखने से क्या फायदा होगा। लोगों ने तो अंत में हमारा निमंत्रण, ईश्वरी निमंत्रण ही ढूंढा है, वही प्रसिद्ध है। और मान लीजिए ये पेज 100 किताब की बनती है और 1000 कापीज उसकी छपाई जाती है, तो 1 लाख पेज की लगभग छपाई हो गई। उसकी बजाय अगर 50,000 या 1 लाख निमंत्रण पत्र छपवा दिए जाएं तो ज्यादा लोगों को मिलेंगी। तो उनका मैथमेटिक्स इस प्रकार का था, उन्होंने किताब को वो मल्टीप्लाई करके उसके पेजेस को और निमंत्रण छपवाना ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण समझा। और उनकी बात का प्रभाव, चूंकि किताब मैंने लिखी थी तो मैं कोई अपने उसके विषय में कि ये जरूर छपनी चाहिए, साइलेंस में आम ज्यादा बैठा रहा। कुछ उसकी विषय में मैंने कुछ पॉइंट्स ऑफर नहीं किए कि ये छपना जरूरी है। तो उन्होंने जो कुछ कहा, बाकी भी मम्मा ने और एक और जो भाई थे उन्होंने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, और यही फाइनल हुआ कि निमंत्रण ही छपेगा, इस किताब को छोड़ दिया जाए। तो कई महीने की मंजिल तय करने के बाद जब ये फाइनल हो गया, जिस समय ये कोटा हाउस है पास में, यहाँ आजकल सर्किट हाउस बना हुआ है, तो शायद आप में से कईयों ने देखा भी हो। वहाँ एक कमरे में बाबा रहते थे, बीच में हॉल था और एक कमरा था जहाँ हमारी मीटिंग हुई थी। उस कमरे से मैं आ रहा था अपने कमरे की तरफ जाने के लिए और हॉल में से गुजर रहा था। जब हॉल में से गुजर रहा था तो बाबा अपने कमरे में से कहीं और जाना चाह रहे थे, वो भी हॉल में से गुजर रहे थे। तो बाबा से मेरी मुलाकात हुई, नैन मुलाकात भी हुई। तो बाबा ने कहा कि बच्चे मीटिंग हुई है आपकी? मैंने कहा जी हाँ। तो क्या फाइनल हुआ? तो मैंने कहा बाबा ये फाइनल हुआ कि उन्होंने कहा कि किताब छपाने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं, उसकी बजाय निमंत्रण पत्र छपवा दिए थे। तो मुझे वो दिन याद है, बाबा ने बहुत प्यार किया मुझे, बाकी पहनी और बगलगीर हुए बाबा, एम्ब्रेस किया बाबा ने, और प्यार करते हुए कहा कि बच्चे बाबा कहता है कि तुम जाके किताब छपो, और आज के बाद तुम जो कुछ लिखोगे किसी से पास कराने की ज़रूरत नहीं। बाबा ने तुम्हें विल दे दिया, अथॉरिटी दे दिया है, तुम्हारा लिखा हुआ पास होगा, और आज के बाद तुम बिना किसी से पूछे, बाबा को भी दिखाने की ज़रूरत नहीं, तुम जाके छपवा दिया करो। तो वो दिन मुझे याद आता है। शायद मेरे सब्र की परीक्षा थी, या जिन्होंने ज्ञान औरों ने प्राप्त किया हुआ था उन्होंने कहाँ तक ज्ञान क्या समझा है, ताकि मेरे भी मैच्योरिटी आ जाए।
Om Shanti. So these are the qualities of the soul who are sitting at the root, right? So yeah, they are very much connected to the seed, and They are very, very high level in conscious and very close to Baba. So we have to also learn from them and become Bab Saman. And this was Jagdish Bhai Ji. He was very, very special soul in the Yagya, and he wrote many, many books in the Yagya. So now, tomorrow is Tuesday, and our schedule from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Tomorrow, whole day Bhatti will continue, and then in the evening, we have 8:30 to 9:30 Madhuban online program, and that will be the class by Brother Atam Prakash. Tyag Tapasya Seva as Angelic Brahma. So that's the class. We will connect to Double Foreigners Madhuban online program. Then whole day Bhatti will continue. Evening 5 to 5:30, 5 to 5:15 p.m. Avyakti and youth, Avyakti children and youth Murli class in breakout rooms. And Bhatti will continue. In main room there will be English Avyakt Murli revision and 5 to 6. Evening Hindi series, English series, and Avyakti journey. Welcome to Avyakti journey. Avyakt Murlis from 1969. Multi-million-fold fortune and blessings.
Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of the 24th of June, 1972. Become ever ready and invoke the final moments. Do you consider yourself to be equal to the Father? Do you experience yourself to be close to the stage of being equal to the Father? How much difference still remains in your becoming equal to the Father? Is there a great deal of difference or a little? Everyone's aim is to become equal to the Father. And the Father's aim is for the children to become even more elevated than the Father. So what is it in the practical form? Have you not yet developed the power to face in the same way as the Father? The difference is number-wise, according to effort. Some have a little difference, and some have a great difference. The difference is not the same in everyone. To have 50% difference is a great deal of difference. In how much time will you finish this difference? Why is there still this difference between the Father and the children? You consider yourselves to be ever ready, do you not? What does it mean to be ever ready? Those who are constantly invoking the time. Those who are ever ready also keep themselves prepared while invoking the time. You now have to be prepared to face the final moments, do you not? If that time comes now, the attainment would be 50%. What would be the attainment of being equal to the Father? To be ever ready means to be one who is constantly making the self full of all virtues for the final moments. You have to become full, do you not? It is sung, full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. So, to be ever ready means to have the full and complete stage. You should have such a practical stage that you will only need to take one more step. How long does it take to take one step? There should be just this much difference. This is known as the difference of 1% or 2%. There is a vast difference between 1% or 2% and 50%. In order to be ever ready and full of all virtues, the same as the Father, each one of you has received three main things. If you have attained all of these three things, then it does not take long to become equal to the Father. What are these three things that the Father has given? Someone said Shrimat, surrender, and service. You have spoken of things you have to do, or that you consider yourself to be. But what does He give? You can do service, and you can also surrender yourselves. But on the basis of what? You have taken a birth. But what have you been given? What main thing does He give as an inheritance? Each one gave their ideas. Although you have mentioned the significance, in order to clarify it, you are told of it in a different form. First of all, He gives light. Then He gives might. And thirdly, He gives divine insight. That is the third eye. Acha, we will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone.